Hello. Welcome to the weekly review with Sean and Serak. I am Sean Keena towards the year. And of course, I am joined along with.
It's your boy Serak the Mike. How's it going?
What's going on, man? How you doing? How was your Halloween weekend?
Oh man, it was hell, and I
It
don't
was.
mean that. It was hell, man. It was busy, man. I got so basically, I was scheduled off Halloween night. I'm supposed to
Yeah.
work Halloween morning, which was so honestly it was a surprise to me. So I'm like, it's probably gonna be busy. I probably should be
Yeah.
at work, but lo and behold, comes Friday night. This is Friday night before I go in. I go in at 9 at Friday night, right? So I get a message from our scheduling application that we use, whatever,
Yeah.
and basically saying, "Listen, man, you working tomorrow night. You ain't working tomorrow morning." So which is cool. I was 100%
They
okay
love
with
getting you
that.
that last minute stuff, man. They,
Yeah,
they really do.
that's the hospitality life, man. Nothing is for certain or guaranteed. Heck, we got a meeting tomorrow. We could all get fired. Who knows? But yeah, man. I had to work tonight, which was great, man. I mean, it's busy. You make good money. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
it was some funny. No, I don't want to say it wasn't the funny costumes.
Were there
It
some
was
good ones
actually
though? You mean, yeah, you know what I mean when I say
it
some good
was
ones. Were there some?
there
Were there some
were
good ones?
there were maybe one or two good ones that I saw, but everything else was just like so cliche. I mean, I seen like 60 angels, 30 devils. It's just like
How many Carol Baskins do you see?
one Carol Baskin,
Only
which
one.
which was surprising.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
there
That is surprising.
there could have been more, but like when I'm working, I'm not even like really paying
Yeah.
attention. But
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
it was Carol Baskins, and she had the leash with her husband, whatever. He was like a little
Oh.
tiger.
See,
Uh,
it should have been Carol Baskin and then had at least on the Tiger King guy. Now that would have been a better
yeah,
costume
or like
dynamic.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, is that that's yeah.
How pissed would you be if you was like Joe Exotic and you in prison and people dressing up as you as a joke?
And you're not making a dime off
You're
of
not making a dime. That damn Carol Baskin wins again.
it. I
He
know.
must be. I'm sure like he's
Oh
got
God.
like fan letters though, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, the support he's gotten, especially because that happened at the beginning of
Hmm.
the whole pandemic, COVID pandemic. And he's gotten a lot, and this so even though a lot of people have gotten past it since
Right.
the pandemic's kind of strung along,
God, it was so long
he
ago.
still has a lot of support. If there's people out
Yeah,
there supporting Richard Engel or not Richard Engel, whatever
but
Richard Spencer, then I
uh,
guarantee you that Tiger King's
Joe
got support.
Exotic, Tiger King is getting some love. Trust me.
Yeah,
But you know what's even
yeah,
weird though? Like, but at the end of the day, like, it's a weird dude, man. Like, I don't
yes.
think if you meet him before you saw the documentary, like you'd be like, yo, this dude is bonkers.
Wow,
Like, I am getting one star.
but he's smart with it.
Yeah, but imagine going to
He's an
his
evil
zoo.
genius.
Imagine going to his zoo, like his little exhibit. Like those, that's like one of the people that you see that write Yelp reviews or Google reviews, and they always say, "I would have given 0 stars, but it doesn't allow me to." Like that's the type of
Yeah,
review
yeah. I'm gonna
you
leave
get that
one
from.
just because.
I'm gonna leave one because I couldn't leave 0. Like, all right, we get it. It was terrible, but
So, what was the worst costume that you saw?
probably mine. I didn't even dress up. Like it wasn't terrible. It was just I didn't have one really. So, you have to makeshift like some bull.
Something.
Yeah. Like they decked out like the bar with like neon lights and glow sticks and stuff like that. So we had like this tape that we could wear that glowed in the dark, and it was cool, I
Oh,
guess.
okay, yeah.
But it was falling off. I was sweating.
I
It
could
wasn't worth it.
imagine it because I mean, your place is not your place, the restaurant, the bar is kind
Mhm.
of open, not real open, but it's kind of open. So
Yeah.
the AC is not like it's keeping you kind of cool, but they're not
No.
cranking it because it's open.
AC. No. No. I mean, we got
It's
AC,
open. You're
but
not, yeah.
you got people
So
hot
I
breath
can,
in the air.
yeah, and then you got all those frat college kids coming in there.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
mean, that's just hot right there. This is hot right there. Just hot
Yeah.
bodies
It's
everywhere.
like, and people, I mean, Halloween is the one holiday, I guess, where, you can kind of dress down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or I guess you're dressing up, but
That's
you
what I
dress.
like about Halloween. I like to see you dress
Yeah.
down, dress up,
Dress
go
down,
wild, go
dress
crazy.
up,
I want to see
creativity.
it all.
I'm kind of,
Creativity. That's what I'm saying.
I'm pissed I didn't
Creativity.
dress up, but what did you wear? I know you dressed up.
Well, actually, I didn't. So I was going to have a Halloween party. I was going
But
to have
wait
a
a minute.
Halloween party.
I had an excuse. I had to work. I couldn't dress up, even if
This
I
is
wanted to.
I have a good excuse. I have a good excuse. I have a good excuse. So I had a Halloween party. I was going to have a
Okay.
Halloween party, which you were invited to, but you had to work. I think that's
Should
a
have called off
lie,
sick.
but whatever. I'm kidding.
I showed you the text.
But so no, so I what happened was, there's the what happened was.
What
So
happened was,
I get paid through the government. Won't say how, but I get paid through the government, and someone decided to hack my government pay, and not my
damn.
bank account. Not like
Right.
normally they go in your bank account, they take your money, you call your bank, your
The
bank
normal
says,
hackers,
oh no, oh no,
traditional
whatever, and
hackers
they
just
yeah,
take it out.
yeah, and your bank goes back in, puts right back immediately. It's
Uh-huh.
blah blah blah. Not this time. They went to my actual where the money comes from and changed all that information.
Oh yeah, so they
Changed
cut out
my
the middleman.
they cut the middleman. They changed my address. They changed my account number by like a digit, just a digit.
Uh-huh.
And lo and behold, came the time for me to get paid, and I did not get paid.
Did you? What are you supposed to call in that situation? What do
Well,
you do in that
and here's the
situation?
thing. Normally, you call your place of employment, say, hey, I don't know what happened, but I didn't get paid. They look it up, say, oh, we sent it this one, and they find out where it goes.
Right.
Everyone knows the government doesn't work that way. The
No,
government has all
you don't even
kinds.
pick up the phone.
It's a hard thing. Luckily enough, and I'll give props to the VA right now. It used to be you call the VA and you're on hold for about an hour and talking to a machine. Now you call the VA. If you call it early enough or late enough, you will get a person in I'd say about 5 minutes, which honestly sounds bad. That's a really good turnaround.
Not bad.
That's
Hell,
really good turnaround.
you know one of the greatest inventions is the we'll call you back once
I
your
love
time is
that
up.
one.
Every company should have that. Every company should have that. I don't care if it's 2 hours later. Like I'm not.
Yes.
It just call me back. We'll talk. But usually
I don't have to sit on the hold forever. Just
yeah.
there it is.
But I will say this: if you miss that call.
Oh yeah. Which I have.
Sorry.
Not even gonna lie, I've missed that call.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they told me that I had to call. So I called. They said, okay, you gotta call back on Monday because we can't do anything.
Oh man, they hit you with that.
Till it's been a few days. So I called back yesterday to get my money. The first person I got hung up on me.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, this is
rookie.
Whatever.
That's a new person. Like, 1 second.
And she was young.
I've done that
That's
before.
the thing. And I wasn't even going to say her sex, but she was young. Not like 20s young, but like definitely like younger than you, like late 20s, early 30s. And like, if you didn't get paid, you'd be throwing a fit. You would.
Yeah. Like, kind of like it's
name anyone in their 20s who has enough in savings to when they don't get their paycheck, they're gonna go, it'll come.
I don't know. I work with some people who don't grab their paycheck till like 2 months later.
Dang.
Like, because we, the pay is different.
That's tips, though.
Exactly. So some people's paychecks be like 1 cent or like $20, right? But it's always funny when it's just like somebody go to get their paycheck and they be like, oh, let me grab all. They'll grab like 5 of them. I'm like, oh, what are you doing, man? You should just be grabbing it anyway.
I didn't know that still happened. Like I had friends that worked in that,
and they'd be the first ones to ask, like, how do we get our W-2s? I'm like, well,
they are too. They really are.
How it works.
Oh,
be asking that.
I gotta put her on blast. I gotta put her on blast. So I had a friend. Her name was Stephanie. Right. She worked at Red Lobster, and
I've never been to Red. Oh, I have actually.
They got some good biscuits, man. Their cheddar biscuits.
I don't think I got biscuits though.
So good. It's carbs now. I mean, it's heavy carbs for that biscuit.
When I think of Red Lobster, I just think of a red lobster for some reason. I think of the mascot,
but it's not the greatest. Honestly, they're known for everything else, really. Or their lobster fest. When they have the lobster,
you can call Red Lobster, for biscuits. It's called Red Biscuits.
Yeah. But so that's how it goes. But she worked at Red Lobster, and she would do the same thing. We would go eat, at her right before they would get off. We go eat there because we hang out there and then go to the bar or whatever. And it'd be a group of us, and she'd be like, "Oh, I gotta get my paychecks." Normally, and I asked her once, like, "You just said paychecks. You just say paycheck. You said paychecks. What do you mean by paychecks?" She's like, "Oh, I got like 4 of them sitting right there." I'm like, How you got 4 paychecks sitting right there, and you've been paying for you and so going out to the club. And me, I'm granted, you know, you're a little cute girl, whatever. So you got guys buying you drinks, but you still buy yourself some drinks too. How?
Oh no,
and then she showed me a check.
Girls barely even like to buy themselves their own drinks when they with other girls. Like they just look at each other like, who's paying for who's paying for this?
You're so right. You're so right. But so, you know, and she showed me the one paycheck. It was $14. I was like, oh yeah, I would have let that sit there for a minute too.
But at least sign up for direct deposit. Actually, I can't talk because I haven't signed up for direct deposit at my job. But like we don't.
You've been there for years, man.
But it's not like it's hard to explain.
Come on, it's like, you give them a check, they do what they do, and it's done.
Yeah, but see, I put it in a different account. Then it's complicated. See, the way my bank account set up, like the way my bank, it's complicated. My check is the same as they.
Sometimes they gotta go from my savings to my checking, and sometimes
exactly a lot of transactions happening. But yeah, man, it's it's crazy, man. Like I don't know, like I mean, I like getting a paper paycheck, but then again, like
I did, because sometimes it's just nice seeing that on paper that you made that nice chunk of change, whatever it is. But then it's like, I made that and it's gone already. So let me just put that on my wall.
Yeah, it's like people don't like to pick it up so they can like feel like they can just get one, put them all together and have one big thing. No, that's not whatever makes you happy, right? Whatever makes you happy, whether you work at Red Lobster or not, or you eat biscuits for breakfast, who knows? But
as long as you don't wait 2 months, because that 2 month mark, they cut that check off.
Don't let your check void.
Yeah,
like, you don't want to be that person that's like has to go and call your payroll and be like, yeah, this check voided. They're like, well, we sent it out 6 months ago. What have you been doing? Is this the wrong address? Like, no, I just haven't picked up any of them. Like, okay, well, maybe you should find a new job.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. So, you're talking about food, and I hate to, jump course or anything like that. But
go ahead. Because like I said, I didn't have my Halloween party because of not getting paid. I am gonna have a whatever the hell party because
Thanksgiving
we get paid. I'm gonna throw something because people want to see the house. And we've been 5 months, so let's let people see the house.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. It happen.
But you were talking about food. You were going into food.
So I was looking, and I just seen. This may not be true or not. Actually, it is true. Like I can never start a story with this may not be true or not. This may or may not
allegedly.
Be true. Allegedly. No, I'm just kidding. But so I'm new to like Grubhub. So you got. And first of all, I'm looking at my eyes, and I'm not like high or anything like that, but this light is kind of bright in my face, so it looks like I'm high because I'm kind of like squinting. Okay, much better.
I always look like I'm high, except for today. Like, my actual eyes are white as hell today.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
I don't do drugs, but Grubhub. I just downloaded Grubhub a couple weeks back, and it's cool. Just kind of like and Uber Eats. This.
Yeah, I mean, I have an affinity for DoorDash and
DoorDash. Eats. Maybe I have DoorDash. I don't know. I got one of the two.
DoorDash works better because they have more people that they deliver for. But I like Uber Eats because they're normally quicker and
I like Uber Eats because I already have Uber, and I just hate like signing up for new stuff. Yeah. Like with the scooters downtown, how it's like 3-4 different like scooter brands. I'm just like, can y'all just get it together and just be one brand or have one app for all of it? Like, I'm logging in and out.
Are the scooters still downtown? I have no idea because I haven't been down there.
Yeah, well, what's left of them? I mean, like when they first came, it was like, wow.
Yeah, it was a flood. There was a flood.
Man, I don't gotta drive anywhere. I can just scooter downtown, and they were all nice and new. Now them scooters are like rickety, falling apart, wheels, needs oil, don't even move.
Not serves at all.
They are getting destroyed. Like I tell you what. It's harder to find a scooter that's just standing straight up than the ones that are just sideways on the ground or in the street or somebody's front yard. And it's like, holy moly. Like, I don't even want to touch this thing.
I believe it.
Man. So Grubhub, apparently they're getting sued by, multiple restaurants for them having them sponsored like on their app, even though they don't provide that service.
What?
Yeah. So
wait. So they're doing the Postmates thing basically, like because Postmates, they deliver from places that aren't on their app, but they charge like an extra fee on top of that. Like,
like it's I think Postmates is just like somebody going to pick something up for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
Pretty much. That's what
like it doesn't
Postmates
even
is.
have to be like food.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. They say we will deliver anything.
Yeah.
So
It's like, oh shit, I left my charger at my boy house. Let me call Postmates. See, they go grab my charger at my boy house and bring it here.
it's 2:00 in the morning and you get that you up call. You're like,
Yep.
damn, I don't have any condoms.
That Postmate, I
Postmates.
need you to do me a favor. Go to the gas station, come back here, pick me up, drop me off, come back, come get me back.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's like, it was funny. One morning, I had worked the night before and had to be up early and get to work. So when I do that, like I gotta kind of prepare myself, right? So like either I'd have like, a breakfast already made that something I can eat quick, or or order some early. So
Yeah.
I went on Grubhub to order some breakfast from Daily Eats, actually a restaurant, little breakfast spot, right? I'm like, of course they do Grubhub, or of course they you can order from them. Man, I go on a
Yeah.
website, like you could actually pre-order, like, hey, I want to get this ordered tomorrow morning at this time. So
Nice.
so I went to bed and I'm thinking like, that breakfast is gonna be so good in the morning, when
Mhm.
like it's gonna be at the door fresh. I'm gonna be ready to have my coffee too. Man, I wake up and pretty much Daily East was just like, nah, we don't provide
Nah,
that.
nah, not beforehand. After
Nah, not
maybe.
no, they wouldn't let me order from there. And I
No,
was
they're
just
like,
like,
no, just straight no. Just
yeah,
straight
I
no.
don't know if it was the app's fault or just the restaurant just saying no. But I've
It's
been
gotta
to
be
the
the
rest.
app. If the app's got it listed
Yeah,
and
it has to
and
be
the
the app.
restaurant's like, no, then
So
it's the app.
so
The
yeah,
app is
so
like,
like
let's just see if we can get them to order something. If it doesn't
exactly.
work, then they're gonna order something else off the app.
So
As long as we get them on the app, they're good. They're trapped.
a week later, I had went back to like I went in person to Dailies just to get some more food, and then like somebody came in. It was like, yeah, Uber Eats picking up. I'm just like, what? Like, I called you guys a week ago, and you wasn't on the. I didn't say anything, but I was just in my head. I was like, man, I am never ever downloading Grubhub or DoorDash. DoorDash is
DoorDash
what
works good. DoorDash works good for me.
I don't know. You know what? I'm stopping being lazy. I'm just gonna grab my own food. Just
I
gonna pick it up
tried that.
myself.
I tried that and it gets frustrating because you're so used. Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
So you're so used to just picking up and go, I don't feel like really
Right.
going anywhere. Just hit a button and it's coming. And then you're like, man, I'm tired of dealing with all these missed up orders and all the food missing and all that stuff. It's like, you know what? Let's put the order in. I'm gonna go get it. Too easy peasy. So you put the order in and you go to the restaurant and guess what? Your order's not ready. So like, okay, well, can I sit at the
Sit
bar
there.
or something? While I wait for my order to have a drink.
Like, no, you gotta sit
You can't
outside with the rest
you
of
got it.
the orders.
Exactly. So it's like a Nazi thing right now with it. It's like, no, you are not allowed.
I've been to a few restaurants where I'm like, yeah, can I put an order for takeout? Like, actually go in places to go order, which I don't know. I think you figure
Yeah.
out just call ahead. But then like I place it and I just stand there. I'm like, all right, do you guys have like a waiting room or something, or like a seating area? I'm like, yeah, you can just wait outside. I'm just like,
Exactly.
Right.
It's so frustrating. I'm like, come on, man. I just want to just get my food. If my food's not ready, obviously, you guys, for whatever reason, you guys decide not to cook it till I walk through the door. That's what it seems like anyway. Let me sit at the bar, give me a little
still
free.
making this order?
Yeah, give me a free appetizer and let me, then it wouldn't be so bad. But no, that's not the way they do it. They say, oh, go sit outside. So then you're like, oh crap, I gotta sit outside.
Yep.
Then you think, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna order at home again.
And then you start seeing
and then you
other
go back
people
down.
getting their food after that ordered after you. Now you just really pissed. He's like, man, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then it's even worse when you see where like an order comes out.
You see
it, but you're not sure if it's yours because it's in a bag. So you sit there.
You're like almost positive in your head that you're like,
yeah,
I know that's my meal.
Yeah,
I know that's my meal.
Exactly. And then it's like 5-10 minutes pass, and then finally, like if you're at the bar, they come up, and then like they notice that you still there. It's like, oh snaps! They go back like, oh, here your order's ready. Like, no, my order's ready 10 minutes ago. I literally watched.
I've been watching it.
Out.
I saw it get cold. I saw it get cold in front of my eyes. It was had steam, and now it has no steam.
I'm not ready for this. Yeah, but I don't know. That's
yeah. But no, I like DoorDash though. But see, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go, okay, I'll just go get it, and then it's gonna be you're gonna go back to the whole thing of screw it. I don't feel like dealing with it more because I can't sit at the bar have a drink. They never have my order ready, so you know what? I'm just gonna order again. And you're gonna fall right back to the same rotation.
Those drivers? Like,
I've actually had a discussion about this. I really have, and here's what I come
like they can put anything in
determine.
your food and you would
The
never know.
ones, the restaurants that staple the bags closed, those are my favorite ones to order from
Or like
because
have some type of sticker seal.
yeah, the sticker
Yeah.
seal. Yeah, I
Like
love
everything
ordering from
else,
those.
you go to CVS, everything else like cosmetic or like, medicine, it's like don't open if the seal is broken, but
Yeah,
you can order takeout and it should be
with the
open,
food
missing
bag all
stuff.
open.
Yeah, like I'll be like, God damn, is it safe?
You like, I ordered a dessert and it's not in this bag. The restaurant like, oh no, we put it in that bag.
Yeah. Now you got 3 people arguing. The dude at DoorDash ain't even picking up the phone anymore.
No, he done.
Like he gave
He's
up.
like, order done. I got my tip, moving on.
Oh my God. Speaking of that, man, my buddy and another person, I'm not gonna put on blast, but
Yeah,
I get like frustrated when people order food, order to go or take out, at from home or maybe they order for other people, right? You order pizza or
yeah,
something like that, right? For a group. And the guy that actually orders it, like just forgets he orders it and like puts their phone or something on silent or somewhere else. And then like an hour passes and I'm sitting there wondering, like, damn, did you order that? Like, are they here yet? And then he's like,
yeah.
oh, my bad, my phone was off. Like, why did we put you in charge of the group ordering? Like, oh my God, I almost lost it this weekend. My buddy, and I love him to death, but same scenario, man. And we were hungry too. It's worse when you're hungry. We ordered, it was Sunday morning and everybody was hungry and we was going to work. So we sometimes would order food from maybe a local breakfast spot, something like that. So
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
ordered, we pay him like, hey man, here's some cash, whatever. And he ordered it. And then like we at work though still. So he started working and like an hour went by and I'm starving. Like everybody's starving. I'm like, man, this food's
Yeah.
taking forever. Like
Mm.
it's not that, like the place is not that far
hunger is
away
just
from where
building.
we at.
It's just
Yeah.
building. It's like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
eat you
place-
if you don't feed me now.
Exactly. And like our address is that it's not a hard address to find, but I'm sure like I don't know if he put a special note because you can put a special, hey, this is like a bar. It's not like somebody's house you're going to type deal. You know what I mean? Just help
Yeah.
the driver out. And like an hour went by, and then it got to like an hour and a half. And I asked him, like, bro, where's this order? Like, did they call you? And he said, this is what he said. Oh, my phone's in the locker. I almost went chokes. I was like, oh my God. What do you think he just go telepathically tell you to hear? Like, how do you gonna know? This address is hard
The
enough to
food
find.
is probably like downstairs.
Yeah,
for the whole
food
time.
is and it's breakfast food. So once it gets cold, it's a wrap.
It's done. Yeah.
Yeah, but long story short, it eventually came. But I was just like, man, I would have just got something else if I would have known that you would.
So let me tell you a pet peeve that my wife has with me. I am not a hungry person.
Oh, don't get in trouble.
I don't get hungry very easily. I have to take other things to make me hungry. You wouldn't.
Oh damn! Really?
You wouldn't expect it, but yeah,
I get
I
hungry
just
all
don't
the
have
time.
appetite.
Shit, I'm hungry.
I just don't have. It's weird,
Okay.
So if I haven't done the necessary steps to get hungry, I'm not in a rush to order anything to eat or to pick something to eat.
Right.
Well, she works till 9 o'clock at night, so by the time she's off work, everything that delivers is closed.
Exactly. That's another thing I hate about Tampa. But continue.
Yeah, it's frustrating. So she's like, okay, well, you order something or pick something out, and then we can order it real quick. I'm like, okay, I got you. And then I'll get to doing something like for school or whatever, and I'll look at the restaurants, go back and do something else, and then come back and look at the restaurant and go back to something else. And then an hour later, she was like, hey, have you picked a restaurant yet? I'm like, well, I'm not really hungry, so I didn't see anything I wanted to eat. So I just kind of left it alone right now and went back. And she's like, so you haven't looked at anything? I said, no, not really.
Yeah.
No, not really.
No, we can live together.
And then it'll be 8 o'clock, and she's like, you haven't ordered anything. What are we gonna eat? I'm like, well, we'll just order right now. She's like, everything stopped delivering. What are we gonna eat?
Trust me, I have an internal clock to know when delivery stopped. Just like I can wake up without an alarm clock and I know what time it is. My body knows when, like, oh snaps, it's almost 9. If you hungry, you better order something now, or you're gonna get it. Or it's pizza, or you're gonna get pizza. So
hers starts going off around 7:30. She's like, if I don't get on to him now, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Damn. I'm about to open a restaurant that's late night for real, like late night.
Just give us to
24
like
hours.
11. Give us until I'll be happy with 24 hours. Great. Give us to
Yeah.
11 though. You give me to
It'll
11,
it'll be like a
you know,
McDonald's, but like
better.
the
Yeah,
McDonald's
because
you want to go
McDonald's.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be
McDonald's
24
sucks.
hours.
That's the only one that you can order McDonald's 24 hours. You can order. There's a
That is
bunch of like crappy
listen,
restaurants you can order 24 hours, but they're crappy little restaurants.
I've I've Uber Eats McDonald's one time, and that was like one of the most disappointing deliveries I've had to, you know, to go through. It was just like I don't even eat McDonald's. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's, but I am so hungry, and it's 2 a.m. That's literally the only thing that's
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
And of course, you get your food, and you just like you just shake. You like it's
Nah.
almost like a pity, like you're crying as you eat. Like, oh, this is so
It's like
soggy and
this is
disgusting,
disgusting. You
but I'm so
feel like
hungry.
your arteries and everything is
Yeah,
gaining weight and getting inflamed. You're like, oh my God, what am I
yeah.
doing to my body? So
Like it gets to the point where like I started to think like, should I just eat this pillow instead? Like,
yeah,
should I
yeah.
eat something
You can
else?
probably get more
Just
flavor
eat the
out of it.
yeah.
Definitely more nutrition, more
Sucking
nutrients.
out ketchup
I mean,
in the fridge.
so going along with that, so I, you know, certain people in my household like sweets. I am not one of those people, but once it's in your house, sometimes you're gonna grab one
You gotta
because
eat it.
it's in your home.
Exactly.
So even though I'm not one for them, it's here. I'll eat it, whatever. I want to start doing this to it though, because us as African Americans, we have an affinity for diabetes. You know,
Okay.
so what I want to start writing, little notes on like the sweets. There's certain sweets like toe, eyesight,
Oh.
foot.
That's kind of extreme, but I get where you go with.
It's the truth though, man. At some point in time, you eat all these sweets, you're gonna lose some limbs, some eyesight,
That's
some
true.
something.
I mean,
So,
what? Oh, let me ask you this then: what food, if you had to choose, and there was no other option, that you'd have to, if you willing to lose, I don't know, a finger for?
oh God.
You had to, like there was no plan B or a different option.
Does it have to be a sweet though?
It can be anything.
Okay, good. So food I just can't go without. Gonna have to say
Mm,
seafood. Anything
seafood?
seafood?
No, you can't say
Yeah.
like a group of food. It has
Okay,
to be
okay.
one specific thing.
Um
You can say lasagna though, because that's a mix of things, but
crab
that'll
legs.
fly.
Crab legs. I go
Crab
crab legs.
legs. You can put the crab leg over your visible finger.
Crab
All
legs.
right. Damn, crab legs, really? All right. Hey,
Man, I
teach his
like
own.
if it's shellfish, I like it, man. And
I
I
like
was gonna
seafood
say
too.
lobster or oysters, but I was like, I'm gonna go crab legs because it's but
I
all
like
that.
I like seafood. I just don't have a go-to seafood like location. You
Mr. and
know,
Mrs. Crab, man.
where's
Those
that?
Mr. You haven't had Mr. and Mrs. Crab?
I don't even know what that is. From
Okay.
SpongeBob.
I'm pretty sure that's what they. I
Mr.
swear that's where
Krabs
they got the name because if you look at their sign, it looks
looks
like
just
the
like
Mr.
that.
Crab, the little Mr. Krab
The
sign.
pearl. I think
But
it's a pearl, right?
yeah, it
Yeah.
looks so much
Or
like it.
oyster.
Yeah, but anyway, so it's Mr. and Mrs. Crab. They have this is a bag,
Hmm.
and in the bag it's you put all your they have this hot seasoning and stuff, Cajun seasoning, all that stuff, and then I
Okay.
put your lobster in it. They put some potatoes and uh corn, like corn on the
Mr. and
cob.
Mrs. I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah,
Keep
it's
talking. You
so
make me
good.
hungry.
It's a crab boil. That's what it is. It's a crab boil in a bag, and it is deliverable too. Believe me, I've done it for delivery.
You know,
Um,
you know, it's weird.
so good, so good. What?
You said Mr. and Mrs. Crab. I literally, this is shit is getting creepy. I mean, it's not creepy, but this is getting like out of hand. I go on my phone on Google and I literally just type Mr. Like just
Mister.
MR. And the first thing that popped up was Mr. and Mrs. Crab. I've never searched this before. This shit is listening to us. I know, I mean, I already know it's listening to us, but to the
Yeah, I
point
mean
where
it does.
like, and then Google got the nerve to ask me, Google would like to use your current location. Do you want to allow this? Like, you guys already hacking in all my shit anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
you
really
know where I'm at.
trying to save face, acting like they're asking me for permission. They know where I'm at. Mr. and Mrs. Krabs. Oh,
Dang,
that's kind of
so
far.
good.
I might check it out.
It's deliverable. It's good.
Oh,
Oh wait,
no,
how's
they
it
don't
kind
do
of far?
delivery. They
No,
don't.
no,
It's on.
the DoorDash. I use DoorDash for actually I use Uber Eats for
So
them.
even if a place doesn't do delivery, you can still.
Uber Eat them or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go there. I got to meet these people, Mr. and
Oh,
Mrs. Krabs.
so
It
good,
does look
man.
amazing though.
It is so yeah, it is amazing. That's
I'm
the
I'm
exact
I,
words.
I'm dead serious. I might go after this.
There's
And it,
another one called Crafty Crab, and there's some other ones. They're good, but they're not that good. They're not to
so
that.
this is the number one in Tampa, right? So
Yes,
you
that
want
is the
seafood, you
one.
go to Mr. and Mrs. Krabs.
Yeah, every
Damn.
weekend night, starting from Friday till Sunday, the line is an hour long at least
What?
to order. That's just the order, and that's if you pre-put, and that's if you put your order in before you leave the house.
But
That's a,
seafood is. I mean, crabs are a messy food, right? I don't
that.
know.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, that bag is a mess. They give you gloves in it. It's a
They give
messy
you a.
bag,
Oh
but it's
shit.
so good. It's worth it. Man, it is worth it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's so
The
worth it.
bag. It's like, damn, I'm hungry, and this looks amazing.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
might be
My
worth the
bad.
drive. I might drive there. But when I
Right.
get there, they be like, close down for the election. I'm like, what up? You better open these crab legs up or
Man, yeah.
crab doors up. My
So
bad.
so kind of going on with things that are just amazing that you just can't go without. So there's this. I was looking, as we do things that
Uh-huh.
we do here at the review, we review things. So I was looking for stories for what the Florida, and this
Uh-huh.
is wasn't going to be. This was probably was going to be, but I ended up not putting it because it's just a story that needs to be told.
Okay.
So there's this. What's one thing you wouldn't think an attorney would do? Like
Uh
number one, outside of killing a person.
One thing an attorney wouldn't do. Oof. I don't know. Jump sides mid case. Like he was there if he was defending you, and then next thing you know, he was like, you know what? I know you did it. I'm on the prosecutor's side now. Or
I'm
expose
surprised.
you or
Honestly,
something where
I'm
they
surprised it doesn't happen more often. I really am. I'm
some
surprised it doesn't happen more often.
something where they like expose you or like go against their whole like, attorney client private privilege, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
That's probably the
Well,
worst thing you could do.
yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But there's close seconds to that, and let me tell you about
Okay.
this close second. So there's this attorney in Miami.
I don't trust anything in
Not
Miami, by
it.
the way.
Yeah, I know, right? Not a very unsuccessful attorney. I'm not gonna say he was really successful, but he was not
Hmm.
unsuccessful. So he was making do, and apparently he wasn't making do enough for himself, where he decided to become a serial bank robber.
A serial bank robber?
Yeah, not just a bank robber, not just one and done. He's hitting up a few, and I will list the banks he hit.
When does it
He
become serial?
allegedly hit. I think three or more. I
Oh,
think
okay.
three or more. Um,
That's it.
I don't take it as a fact. I'm just going with what I feel. Just
I'm
going with
serious.
what I
I'm
feel.
serious. If that's the case, I'm serial a lot of things. I'm not gonna bullshit. The guy's a serial smoker.
But I was about to say,
Bro, I swear, if you look at my eyes, you would think I was high, but I'm not. I'm just, I don't know.
and our audience hears you telling on yourself. By the
I'm
way,
telling the
just so you
truth. No, I'm not. I don't
know.
even. I never.
So this is the title of that. This was Tampa Bay Times, so our local one here. Miami attorney arrested as serial bank robbery suspect.
Okay.
His Florida bar entry says he's with a Coral Gables firm, so obviously not bad, not
Right.
bad. Yeah.
If I making some
But
money.
a Wednesday afternoon email to the Miami Herald from a partner, Raul Morales, said he disappeared 2 years ago and never returned to work. So how do you disappear as an attorney?
They probably be the best people to disappear. They know.
Yeah.
They know every nook and cranny of the law where they don't look, where they don't search, and they always got buddies downtown for some reason. I got a buddy. It's okay. I know the guy. All right. So we're gonna work out a deal here. All right. This is where the police won't find you.
Yeah. I mean, he got away with it for, I don't know what he would think he was
How'd he get
doing
caught?
because he got noticed. So here is a Miami attorney was this.
Rick,
I'm
is
just
that
gonna read a
you?
couple of lines of the article. I know, right? Rick, is that you?
That you? I know you get the mask on, but them eyes, I see those
uh,
everywhere.
a Miami attorney was caught a serial bank robber by the FBI, which believes he robbed 5 banks since September 30th before his Tuesday night arrest. Coral Gables police said a detective driving in the downtown area Tuesday evening spotted 41-year-old Aaron Honecker. I don't know, Honecker
Was that
Honaker.
him, Aaron Heinecker?
Yeah, and took him into custody as he was on his way into a bank.
My man got caught red-handed.
Yeah, he was about to do it again.
Wait, just give me like 2 minutes. I promise. I'll be right back. Just gotta go to the bathroom.
I know. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. And so here's the thing. So an attorney normally has, keeps an attorney kind of like in his pockets, like in case something ever happens. I need you.
I would just defend myself.
Yeah, or something,
Right.
This guy, he's being represented by the Federal Public Defender's Office.
So he has a public defender and he's an attorney.
And he's somewhat successful attorney.
But I don't know, maybe you can't be your own legal representation in
you can.
county, or I don't know.
You have every right to be your own representation in any state of the union.
Apparently, he doesn't believe in himself. That's why he was robbing banks.
You really don't believe in yourself. You willing to use a federal public defender? You're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not gonna waste any money on this. Let's just get it. Let's just get the show on the road.
Imagine him in court, like he's telling the public, like, yeah, don't say that. He's telling the public, so if you don't stand up yet because banks.
Yeah, don't say objection yet. You're early. You're early.
I get to defend my mentor.
So let me tell you the banks he hit real quick. So he was doing it. So September 30th, he hit the City Bank in Coral Gables. October 3rd, he hit a Chase Bank in
this year.
This year. October 3rd, he hit the Chase in Aventura. October 5th, he hit the Wells Fargo in on the Ponce. I didn't know they had one in Coral Gables, but a Ponce de Leon Boulevard in Coral Gables. October 10th, he hit another Chase Bank in Alhambra in Coral Gables, and on Thursday he hit a HS. He stepped his game up.
Yeah,
now.
So he
hit a HSBC on Thursday. The man was making it. He was HSBC, getting it.
You could they probably let him still. Like, yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, you ain't getting nothing out of here. I mean, come on.
Nah, but he was on every week. He was in a new bank. Like he was on a mission to do something. I don't think he was just robbing banks to rob banks. He owed probably somebody a lot of money.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
I get the first bank you could probably get away with, but like 2 or 3 banks, like what? What's his strategy?
2 or 3. He hit 5 banks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he hit 5 banks and was on his way, allegedly maybe, to his 6th. Come on.
You know what's speaking of banks, and I didn't notice until I actually walked into one recently. But usually, if I got to deposit money or take out money, like I go through the drive-through. But I went to where'd I go? Suncoast, I think was my credit. Yeah, Suncoast Credit Union, and because people, you gotta wear your mask. But like,
yeah,
this may be new to me, but they make you pull it down and look at the camera and then put it back on.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's like there's a security guy at the front.
Oh, so as soon as you walk in.
Yeah, so you can't like rob avoid this guy apparently. So you can't walk in and rob the place, and they can't tell who you are. So that was kind of weird. I was just like, "Come on, you guys, really?"
So
the credit union.
I know who's really gonna get money out of a credit. I mean, they keep $20. They only keep $200 in the tiller anyway. I mean, they don't keep cash in the credit union. We all know this.
But the guy in Miami robbing banks, like, I mean, I know it's on the news, but like, I thought that. I don't know why I think that would be like, cause maybe I watched too many movies, and every time somebody robs a bank in a movie, it's like the big deal. Like, oh
yes,
criminals,
especially if you hit
500 million from Federal Reserve.
Yeah,
but they just brush this off like it's just another thing. Like, yeah, some guy tried to rob a bank. He didn't get much though.
But so here's my thing. So this is Tampa Bay Times hit this, and obviously it's kind of local because it's South Florida. Just so you understand. But so it made our news, but it didn't make our TV news. It made our newspaper basically.
Right.
But how many since this whole mask? How many
levels?
How often do you think this is happening since this whole mask thing has started? Though, I mean, honestly, since the mask thing really picked up, it's like, oh, you gotta wear a mask, and some genius be like, wait, I have to wear a mask now. Oh, I'm going to the bank. I'm going to Wells Fargo right now.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's got to have happened a lot, and that's probably why they started that whole pull the mask thing.
Most banks,
now.
I think most banks have some form of security, right? I guess
the high security guard and the security guard and the camera. That's pretty
Yeah,
much their
there's
security.
been like attempted bank robberies, and I feel like I've seen a video like some security guard like shot the thief.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
Not
and
often. Sometimes security guards like, I don't get paid enough
well, and then
for
they
this.
have the doors that I guess depends on what bank you go to, but my bank they got like you got to walk in
Hmm.
and it's two doors and they have to like let you in
Oh
and
yeah,
let
that
you
middle
out.
door.
Like yeah,
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
can't. So I mean, I don't know how far you would get.
You know
You
what's
would have
kind
to
of
take it.
fun?
You honestly would have to take a hostage. That's the only way you get.
Yeah,
If I'm
yeah.
robbing a bank, I'm taking hostages. But then it's a hostage situation. Oh fuck! And
And now you got
then
extra charge. You know, you got
what we
more
do?
charges on top of the one charge. So
Exactly.
you're looking at 5 years just for the bank robbery. You
Yeah.
take a hostage, that's another like 5 to 7 on top of that.
Yeah. You
And
might have
you're
to kill her.
black, so they're not going to put it together. They're going to run it,
Oh yeah, they gonna just go
consecutively.
shoot you. You don't even have to go to court. You don't even make it.
Yeah.
You don't even make it. Like I don't have a gun.
So,
Like he said, gun. What? You got 20 of them.
yeah.
Oh man, that's
So
insane though. But yeah, don't banks don't really carry a lot of money anyway. I mean, I think it's like a certain percentage they have to have, but it ain't
yeah,
much. It ain't much.
you
It ain't
you
worth it.
might get
Basically.
8 to 9 thousand if you're lucky and don't get one of those paint packs.
Now,
But that does not happen very
if
often.
you can hit one of those, uh, like those trucks, those I forgot
Oh, the
those
armor
armor
trucks.
trucks.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
they pick something up, then you go
That's
get some money.
yeah.
But
Then
those
you can get the
dudes,
charge, dude. And
well, no, but
they fight. They fight for
yeah,
that money.
no, they strapped. Those
Yeah,
dudes will jack you up real quick. I mean, I
I know.
remember I used to walk. I said walk. I used to work back in high school at like a supermarket, like a local. I'd be like, it's up north. It's called Myers, but down here they call it like it's like a Publix, pretty much.
Yeah,
And they'd have like the pickups and drop offs with the armored trucks, and like it's a dude. It's two of them. It's a driver. He's sitting there, and he in the driver's seat, but like he has like the gun holes, not like bullet holes, but like
but the gun
holes where he
holder.
can stick his
Yeah,
gun. Yeah, like he's sitting
yeah,
there, and then the other dude comes in to get the money, and he looked like goddamn John Rambo. He's
yep.
strapped up, so like you could just tell like their whole demeanor was just like, I wish somebody. I want someone to
Yeah.
try to rob us, please. I've been begging, begging, and
They
that's how it
keep
is,
their
man.
they keep their pistols polished too. By the way, I don't know if you've ever
Yeah,
noticed or not, but
it's always
this
shining.
is one of those things. Yeah, they keep that joker shining, and
It's like a
they're not often using like an automatic. They're using a
yeah.
revolver. They're using something that's got some serious stopping power behind
Exactly. It's like how girls,
it.
when they're engaged, they want a nice big ring. Like, well, the opposite is that a guy with a nice big shiny gun on his
Yeah,
hip.
he's like, "No, you gonna see this joker."
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
looking.
that's my grandfather's. He passed it down.
I'm looking like Clint Eastwood back in the '80s.
Yep.
Come on, make my day.
Yeah, it's my 6 shooter, but it carries 7, if you know what I mean. Like, what? Man, get that out of here.
Oh man, man.
But yeah, man, it's getting crazy out here. Another thing I noticed, I'm always aware when I'm out and about, but
Yeah.
I have seen I've seen this dog so many times. Those labradoodles. I see more labradoodles than I see people. Like, what is with these dogs?
I never even saw
They're
a
not even real
Labradoodle as a
dogs
kid. When I was a kid, I never even knew what a Labradoodle was.
because it doesn't
And then
exist.
and
They
then
just
all of a sudden,
it's a crossbreed
in
of
like my mid-20s, they all of a sudden pop up out of
yeah.
nowhere.
It's like
I
a
mean, out of
handbag.
nowhere.
Yeah, and they're so. I mean, I love dogs. I mean, I ain't got
I
no
do
problem with
too.
them, but it's just everybody has one. They're everywhere. They're almost like a status versus an actual
I'm not
pet.
getting one.
I don't want one. I mean, I
I
find
want a dog. I'm getting a dog, but I'm
you
not
want a
getting a
dog. I don't want a dog.
Labradoodle. You don't want a
Sometimes I
dog?
want a dog, and then sometimes I'm just like, if I
Well,
had a
okay,
dog
okay,
right
okay.
now, I
Why
would
don't you?
not feel like
Why?
walking it. It's too
But
much
that's the
work.
best part is it gets you out of the house and gets you to see your neighborhood. I used
Yeah,
to
but then
love
dogs
walking
get
with dogs.
sick. They throw up. I'm not trying to pick up shit daily.
That's
It's
why you get
just.
hardwood floors and if you have carpet somewhere, you don't
I
let them
mean,
in the
what I'm saying,
carpet.
you got to walk it. You got to pick up the poop every single. You got to pick up your dog's poop more than you
Pooper,
ever pick up your own.
pooper scooper thing.
Pooper scooper. Nah,
That's
I'm
what I
gonna get an
use.
animal. If I get an animal, it ain't gonna be one that poops. I'm gonna get a big ass snake, and you just
You're gonna
go.
get a bird, huh?
My buddy had a python, and you only got to feed that like once a month or once every couple months, and it
Shoot.
disappeared though in the
Now
house.
we had a friend up in Virginia who has the same. Oh my! I put too much on lips. Who who has a python and Katie cannot stand. Oh, I said her name. I have to
Really?
beep that out. But my wife, she cannot stand the pythons. Cannot at all. Right. So we would watch football. I know I was trying to get the story correct. I drew a complete brain. I drew a complete brain. So we would go watch football there on Sundays because I was up. We stayed up in Virginia for a few months for I was doing like some special training or whatever up there. Anyway, so we go over their house every Sunday and watch football because at that time, her dad had stopped watching football because of all the protests and all that stuff. Well, the first time we went over there, she saw it. She's like, "Oh my God," and didn't go near it at all. And so they moved it, but they ended up moving to a bigger house, and they put the python to where it was behind you as you watched football.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, it wasn't, because she was my wife would sit on the edge of their couch, like literally sit on the edge, just up like this, like trying to keep her one eye on that snake, like it's gonna pop out of that thing. One day,
them snakes can smell fear.
But one day the snake did pop the cage up a little bit. She jumped out of her skin and ran to the other side of the house so quick, man.
When you're scared like of certain animals, bugs, insects, whatever it is, like you are like you're not just you're never just a little bit of scared of a snake. Like somebody scared of snakes, they're terrified of snakes. They ain't just scared. No, they are like their life is in danger, pretty much. Or spiders or whatever. Everybody has their own little thing, but snakes. I like snakes. They're not. I mean, I wouldn't be like. I wouldn't have a python and let it out in a bowl and have it all over the place. Nah, I'm not trying like that, but I wouldn't mind having one like in a cage.
Yeah,
I don't mind get a tarantula.
I asked her if I could have a snake or a tarantula. She's like, hell no, not if you want to be single.
Trust me, I want a tarantula because I think I said this before, but I'm kind of afraid. I'm afraid of spiders. I can't even say kind of afraid because if I see one, I'm gone. But just to build up that strength, But because tarantulas, they're big, but they're not as scary to me as like them little creepy, long leg, super fast spiders.
Yeah,
those are the ones I'm like, holy shit! I don't know where it went.
For some reason,
I sleep in there though.
Those smaller, tiny ones are like definitely seems like they can kill you faster. It's like you just have nothing but venom in you. Like a tarantula, like you can control your venom in a tarantula. The tarantula's like, I got this. But those little like black widows are like, no, you don't know what you're doing. You're gonna fight me and try to kill me.
They got fur on them, so it's always that small little bit like it's like 1% cute, I guess.
Yeah, you can pet it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. As long as
you stay away from the fangs.
And they seem like the nice, big, like just humble. Like we don't really trying to fight or nothing like that. But them little ones are just like seem like they starve and they just trying to bite and scratch and everything. And it's always that fear that like you get bit and you get paralyzed or something like that, and they eat you.
But what's funny is in Amazon and all that stuff, what tarantulas are pretty much originate from. These things take down cows. They take down like livestock and deer and stuff.
Them the steroid ones. Them the ones. Them the LeBron James tarantulas. Them dudes. They going for the ring. They going for the championship. Cow biting championships. Oh man, but yeah, man, these labradoodles, I see them all the time. Nothing against them. I just like people bring them to work, and it's like,
they allow you guys allow dogs and you're in.
Yeah, they can be on like the patio and stuff. I mean, they can't be inside, but there's always that one person who has the service animal, but you still trying to figure out what service the animal does for the person. So you just like
because it's just sitting there while the person
gets at a bar with a service animal. Like, come on,
yeah.
You just don't have a good find a dog sitter, so you brought him with you.
Couldn't find a dog sitter. He's probably sick, and you don't want to clean shit up, so that's why you brought it.
Now, there's always those guys that maybe in a wheelchair and missing legs. I'm like, okay, I get it, but then it's always that one person who drunk as hell, completely fine, and I'm not assuming because we can't ask. That's the thing. You can't ask what's wrong. Well, what does your dog do other than this dog? So. I think we kicked somebody out one time for that. I think they were. Really? I think we caught them lying. Yeah, because I think it's just the story just didn't add up.
was the dog that was kind of acting out, kind of like not calling?
Nah, the dog was fine. It was I can't remember. I think it was a big dog. I don't know. It was people at the bar said dog. Like even if it's a service animal, it's cool. But like then you see the person, and if the person is like drunk, stumbling, you start to like, okay, is this service, sober service dog or something.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like,
supposed
is
to
he
walk
here
you
just
home
to
when
make
you
sure
drunk as
you
hell.
get home? Yeah, make sure you make it home.
Which way, Fido? Oh my God, I'm so drunk. Oh God, you got the key with you still? Like, so I don't know. It's a touchy situation when it's when you're in it. So
Yeah, I can imagine. So let's jump into football here a little bit.
all right.
Um, so have
I don't want to
you
talk about any of my teams because they're trash. But go
really?
ahead. Yeah.
Wait, this was their first weekend. This was their first week. Before I give you jump into the big one.
Second.
Second. So they're 0-2, huh?
No, 1-1, but
1-1. How
we should
much
have
they
won.
lose by?
3. I
And,
think.
and here's the thing. Here's what's funny about this is I actually like Jim Harbaugh.
I'm
I
starting
think
not to
he's
like him, to be honest with you.
really. I think
He got
he's
to get some wins
pretty.
under his belt, or else he got to go.
Well, he's been recruiting, but I don't know what's going on with him now. I don't know why he's
I
not
don't know who
starting
he's
getting
recruiting
wins.
because all right, I'll say this. His offense can score, but
Yeah.
any offense can score in college football. The defense is just, I don't know if it's the uniforms. They just look slower than everybody else. Like you just
Like compared to
team.
Oregon, they're just standing still.
Yeah, you ever see a team and you could just kind of just tell that that dude's probably fast as hell. Like they just look
Oregon, everybody
lean,
on Oregon.
legs moving quick.
Yeah,
But our team,
even
we
the
look bulky and
lineman
slow.
on Oregon's team is freaking fast as hell. It's crazy.
Like we just look slow and cold, pretty much. So
They probably are cold. I mean, they got snow in Denver like 2 weeks ago already. That was crazy. That was crazy. Even people in Denver, like, how do we have? I have friends in Denver, and they were crazy. They were like, I don't even know how we have snow already. And it's like before the first football game really gets underway, we have snow.
Yeah, I can't do that. Monday was our coldest day here. What was it, 65 degrees yesterday?
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was like 60 something. I put a hoodie on. I know that.
Yeah. No, I went outside. It felt pretty good.
It felt good. I mean, in the morning it was kind of chilly, like normal, but yeah, it was definitely a hoodie day yesterday. But
yeah, I got to turn the heater on the pool. But yeah, but they're 1-1. What was the score? That's the question.
I think we lost by like 3 points or something like that. 20.
That's not bad.
It's terrible because the other team wasn't even ranked. It's like we lost, and they were an in-state rival, and
Michigan State.
Yeah, and it's just like, and I got a lot of friends that go to Michigan. That went to Michigan State.
How do you guys play Michigan State already?
Because they're only doing like conference games.
Oh,
that's why
okay.
The SEC is probably just playing against other SEC teams. That was the whole spiel for them to restart college football. But I kind of wish the Big Ten would have just voided the season and I would have avoided that loss. And
just took that L.
Time. Yeah,
actually, it wouldn't even be an L. It would just have been a blank. That was like Penn State.
Like at least I could like brag and be like,
stuff.
We would have beat y'all if it was a season. Like it felt good. If it was a season, we would have beat y'all. But now there is a season and we lost, so it's just like,
yeah, you ain't nothing to say.
Bragging rights gone.
Oh man, this fucking COVID, man. This shit is crazy,
COVID, man.
I'm telling you, it's messing up everything. So let's talk about Florida football here for a little bit. So I don't know if you caught it or not, but Florida Gators, they played. Let me get this correct. They were playing Missouri.
Oh, this past weekend?
Or this past weekend. They're playing Mizzo, as they're known in Missouri. The score was 20-7. Florida was up, by the way. And one of the linemen, which I'm going to play here for you just a second, comes up and hits Trask. That Trask is Florida's quarterback. I'm describing this.
Isn't he the same guy that said that they lost because there was no fans?
Yes, that same guy. He is the same guy. Yes, that is him.
Were you expecting him to play? Fans to play? I don't know.
So here, let me do this so you can see what I'm watching, and also so people at home can also join in as well.
He slapped him?
Oh, it's something.
He slapped him like the dude from the Bears. I know you saw that. He pushed. I don't know.
I missed it. I saw it. I heard about it, but I missed it. I heard about the suspension.
Grabbed his mouthpiece or something, and then like sucker punched him twice. And the dude, I mean, you got a helmet on. I don't know what damage you think you could do, but maybe it's just a frustration thing. But it's been circling around the interweb all day long.
All right, here we go. Ooh, don't know.
And then Clemson, I noticed they almost lost this. They lost their quarterback too, or their quarterback was on some bull.
Yeah, I'm actually. I should actually discuss that real quick. Actually, no, let's watch this part first, and we'll get into Clemson. So, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see.
All right. So I'm going to describe it for everyone at home.
Damn, it ain't no time left on the game.
Well, the second quarter, but here you go.
Oh, okay. I see. This is the last play here.
All right. So yeah, quarterback Trask. What happened? Quarterback Trask. He throws the football down. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a incomplete pass.
Okay.
Trask is sitting there. Nothing's going on with them.
Look at those jerseys.
But they're gonna. Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness. Now you see the fight. That right there in the middle, you see Coach Dan Mullins out on the field with his players.
The visor?
Yes, with his visor. This comes from, of course, the Star Cards place, whatever. This is where I got the clip from. It states.
He got hit?
Yeah, it states quarterback, Gators quarterback Kyle Trask suffers a hard hit on the final play of the first half, inciting a brawl. The Mizzou, Florida's Dan Mullen asked the crowd to make some noise.
Were there people at the game?
Yes, there were some people at this game.
Oh, okay, like limited.
So here,
that hurts.
And this is what started. Is Dan Mullins? Let me pause right here. You see Dan Mullins out here. That's what the guy in the white shirt. He's wearing a white shirt, khaki pants, and a visor hat. He's not wearing a face covering. He is on the field. No, he is on the field because his quarterback Trask got hit pretty hard.
I keep thinking you say trash. His quarterback is trash. Well,
don't cut us out from having sponsors just yet. But you see him out in the field. North Florida, we need some hearing and all that good stuff. After he technically is the one who instigated the fight. When he went onto the middle of the field, of course the players are going to follow the coach.
He's supposed to be holding his team back, not
exactly
making it worse. I mean, I get it. I don't know. That wasn't look like a bad hit to me. I mean, he just got hit.
It was like it was an illegal hit by all means, but it wasn't a hit to get the coach on the field.
But it's hard to when you're coming that fast, man. It's hard to just stop and hit the brakes. Like you got to either try to hurt yourself and stop too quick, or have some type of awkward step, or you got to knock the quarterback out. I mean, like every football player, every QB knows. Like, look, it's a chance.
You're gonna get socked.
100% chance you're gonna get hit. Okay, so I respect that.
You're gonna get hit in the face,
right? I mean, what I don't like is the defenseless player getting hit, something like that. Like that, he wasn't defenseless in the sense
he knew it was coming, like all of them do, but at the same time,
exactly,
it was wrong, but it wasn't to the point of getting the coach on the field wrong. I mean.
Yeah,
to me, getting a coach on the field wrong is when you literally have two players on the field fighting. That's get a coach on the field wrong. You have a bad hit, you're supposed to control your players and say, okay, bad hit, but this is how football is played. This will be handled by the refs,
right?
And so on. Because technically, that hit, the guy should have got ejected from the game. He should have got disqualified from the game and disqualified for the first half of the next game, which is what they normally do. That's how it's played. Dan Mullins ended up getting 3 of his players ejected from the game. I'm surprised they didn't eject him from the game. And of course, Missouri lost some players too.
So I don't understand how they do stuff like this, and like we barely even had a season anyway.
Yes, yes.
Like how you get ejected, how you get suspended during a COVID season for non-COVID related activities.
Yeah, because you're not. This like you have a small window to shine for the NFL.
If college football had like a fantasy team, and you'd be like, "Whoa, what's wrong with him? He hurt or something?" Nah, he got COVID. Nope. No, got into a fight during the game. Like, man, I'm dropping you from my team.
I know, right?
People, but that's college kids. Man. They're always a little bit more hyped up than
emotions are higher. Yeah, but it's just But hey, speaking of NFL counterparts, so apparently, I believe
Yeah,
you
boy from
looked
the
to.
Bears. Yeah, I don't even know their names, but like apparently I guess the incident. I mean, for somebody to go up and sucker punch you or anything of that nature, it had to stem from something else that happened earlier. Like
Yes.
maybe he said something, maybe he did something. But the dude, I forgot his name. He was running. He literally was on offense. Just said, forget his route that he was supposed to do. He just ran straight over to the quarterback, grabbed his threw his mouthpiece out his mouth, and then it looked like he slapped him. It almost like they was doing like a
Here,
dance.
here you go. I'll let you describe it for our audience then.
Yeah,
Here,
it almost looked like
I've got the clip.
pull it up. It almost looked like they were doing a dance
Here you
because the
go.
dude that got punched, he was just like, "What? What's going on right now?"
Here you go. Here you go.
Oh man,
Here's the clip.
this is the weakest punch I've ever seen. At least pull his helmet off and punch him.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess that takes too much effort.
Yeah,
here we
All
go.
right, here we go. It's called the Bears Saints fight. I'll let you describe it. I missed it.
All right, so that's Garbage Trubisky. I'm just kidding. I'm just calling him garbage. So right now, this is already aftermath of the fight, pretty much. But hold on, when they show the replay, you'll see. And you never know, man. Something could happen, but I don't know what stemmed it, beforehand. But I remember like I was watching a soccer match a few years back. I think it was some World Cup match, but like, it's always a retaliation to something. It's always a retaliation to something dirtier that happened before that.
Okay,
like he could have got spit in the face. Look, he goes straight for him. Watch.
Oh my goodness! Oh.
And number 22 is like, what is going on right now?
Wow!
Yeah,
in the
I would be pissed. Look at this. He can't even hold him.
Wow! What in the world happened? I don't even see what happened. That wasn't even. Oh, okay, look, I gotta back this up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you'll see.
I gotta back this up. I don't even know what happened. Okay, 22 is way up there.
Yeah, 83 goes straight to him.
Pulls out his towel.
Throws the thing.
What in the world is that, man?
It 22 is just like he looking around like, is anybody seeing this right now? This dude is over here trying to knock me out. Oh my god! He'll probably. I'm sure he probably already got suspended. Who knows?
Yeah, he's suspended. I saw that part yesterday during the Sunday night football game. They had announced his suspension so quick. It was already on the Sunday night game.
I'm sure. Yeah, I was about to say like 10 minutes later, suspended for 2 weeks, no pay.
It was Sims, I believe. Let's see.
See, this is what happened. I forgot.
Miller. It was Miller.
He poked him in a. I don't know if he poked him in the eye, but he poked him in the face.
He poked him.
You saw that? Yeah.
Let's see.
They're showing it. I mean, I don't think he poked him in the eye. I think put your fingers.
Oh, he poked him in the mouth. Okay.
I don't know if that's.
He poked him in the mouth. That's okay. I mean, that's dirty, but that's not come hit me in the face after a play.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's like I'd probably slam him or something, but he was trying to like clock him. Like, damn, you got a sour taste. Literally has a sour taste.
God, I do like how the players came up to the boy like, nah.
But like, and
it's 5 jumped over him.
And 22 he probably do that to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's
he
a
probably
part
put
of
his fingers in everybody's mouth.
Probably.
That's insane.
But yeah, man, that was something. That was something. I will give it.
Yeah, so he's suspended, fined.
Yeah.
I don't know about. I probably one of them.
I'm sure he's getting a fine too. I'm sure.
Probably number 22 is probably gonna get a fine, and another guy, excuse me, is gonna get obviously suspended and fined.
And a fine, yeah.
Yeah, man, can't retaliate. Just tell coach.
Yeah. I mean,
coach, he put his finger in my mouth. And
I just can't believe it.
I'm about to knock his ass out. I'm just like, now.
So I was seeing this live, and I already knew it was coming, and that was my reaction. Mm-hmm. I couldn't imagine watching this live, as it was happening. Like the whole team probably went, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I mean, it was completely. I mean, the play had already ended. This is literally you held a grudge after a whole play.
Yeah. You see, I don't know. It was crazy. But you see, last night, Bucks almost lost to the Giants.
Yes, that was a game.
That was on that one.
That was a
bullet
game.
On that one.
That field goal was, woo.
So that would make the Bucks 6-2. And as of
Yeah,
right now, I mean, they obviously
that
probably
was
will
a
make the
hard
playoffs.
that was a hard fault. Number 5 and number 6 was hard fault though. I'm sorry, number 4 and number 6 was
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
hard
I think
fault.
next week they play the Chiefs, maybe. I'm not sure. Either next week or the next.
Oh,
But
ooh.
either way, they'll make the playoffs. It's almost a guarantee at this
I
point.
think yeah, especially with everything being so screwed up, and like you were saying,
Right.
the Packers. What you were saying before the pod that the Packers they now have an issue with players now testing
Oh
positive for
yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. So I don't know what the NFL is doing, but so basically, like their Corona COVID-19 whatever protocol is, as of right now, they were testing players Sunday mornings or game day mornings, whatever, Sunday mornings, but the results weren't coming in until the following day, which
mm,
it's for me and you, that's completely fine.
yeah.
But yesterday, one of the Ravens players and one of the Packers players, I mean, they all got tested, but as of this morning, excuse me, Monday morning, came back positive after the fact they already played.
This is a
So
little
it's
late,
like,
man. That's a
yeah, it's
little
like,
that's
why is
a
it
little bit too late.
exactly? So now,
Why would they wait till Sunday morning and not Saturday night? That
well, they were
makes no
saying that
sense.
like, man, I forgot, but something with like, you know, the protocol having to switch games around, and it was just wasn't like. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. It was literally I
Okay,
was
so
just thinking of it.
why you looking up? So the rapid test, I had to have one because I thought I had COVID. You had one. Actually, no, you didn't have the rapid one though. You had the one that took like 3 days. I, excuse me. I had the rapid one, and the rapid one takes 20 minutes. Or no, yeah, it took like 20 minutes for the rapid one to come through. So why would it take 2 hours essentially for this test to come through?
Well, probably because everybody gets tested. I don't know. I had the story up. I lost it, but something to do with game preparation or
But they
basically
should
it's
have a whole staff assigned to just nothing but COVID stuff. Like your job is make sure all 52 teams. I say 52 teams, not 52
teams.
teams.
Like it was a lot of
Wow, I
teams.
just said 52
52
teams.
teams.
Wow, make sure all 32 teams
Um,
has the PPE and the test they need to make sure that everything's not be door. But instead, and you don't look at anything else, you don't worry about anything else. You concentrate on nothing but COVID. And as much money as the NFL makes, that should have been a no-brainer for them to already have
right.
set up.
Marlon Humphreys is the guy saying Marlon Humphrey tests positive for COVID-19. 6 Raven teammates also headed to reserve COVID-19 list. Monday, yes, it's positive. Yada yada yada.
I know I said this last week, but right now we have backups playing backups. It's not the stars playing the stars right now. You got backups playing backups. Jimmy Garoppolo's out now. Um,
Man,
what's his name?
Kittles is
Uh,
out too.
Kills is
Yeah.
out. He broke his ankle. I mean, this season has just been a mess, man. I mean, I've
Odell
never seen
Beckham,
this many
he gone.
Odell's. Yeah, he's out for the season. I've never seen this many injuries in a season before. I can
Yeah,
honestly
it's
attest to
just
that.
now is it? I mean, every week another big star goes down, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
So it's like, and Brady's still doing his thing. That's kind of weird. The oldest man is still out there slinging.
Yeah, Brady and Rogers. Now they're talking about trading, taking one because I'm a fan of Deshaun Watson. Now the Texans, let me make that clear, but of Deshaun Watson. Um, but they're not going to take another one of his weapons, Will Fuller, and process trade him over to what's the name of that team? They need to Aaron Rodgers to the Packers.
Oh, to the back. Okay.
So, yeah. So
That
now
could work.
talking. No, it won't because we need Deshaun Watson needs people to throw to.
Let's my man
They traded
Denver
away.
Broncos flag behind him, and he
I am
can't
a
what the
Broncos
Green
fan.
Bay Packers
I
need.
am a Broncos fan. Look, if they want to give Deshaun Watson and Will Fuller to Denver, you know how happy I'd be. I'll be just as happy as when we got Peyton Manning.
All I know is I'm gonna be here when the Bucks win the Super Bowl, go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like forget Green Bay.
So when the
Forget
Super Bowl happens next June, because it's not gonna happen
nah,
in
it's
February.
it's still in February. I think they pushed it back like I think a week or two. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're basically And there are some restrictions. I think it's 20% capacity. So
20% capacity. Oh, I was going to ask you this because you have tickets.
no, not to the
It's,
Super Bowl.
no, no, I know not. I know not to that, but you have tickets. So only because my wife did the math. It's 13,000 people is going to be allowed, and 13,016 people is going to be allowed.
Right.
That means the ticket sales, because the NFL makes a ton of money off Super Bowl tickets.
Most of them are probably already so like they're probably sold out already.
But now they sold out the stadium beforehand. Now they got to unsell all that stuff.
I don't know.
And adjust the ticket price because they're not going to lose money.
I don't know how that works. If you just get like a credit for another, that would suck.
See,
Credit
see
for
what
another
I'm
Super
saying?
Bowl.
Yeah.
I think it's just. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I think they probably just give people their money back. I mean, you would have to, because they couldn't go to the game.
Okay, you're gonna give them money back, and then you're gonna lose X amount of dollars because you don't get 13,000 people in that stadium. I mean,
well, remember, it's just
thousands of dollars.
Just they'll probably give them an option of either getting their money back or like maybe like free accommodations like around this, because it's just people can't be like they're only responsible for the actual
inside
stadium.
Yeah.
Everything else outside of that, you can do whatever you want. So maybe they'll have something like set up like a hotel wise accommodation to where like they'll make it like, even though you are not at the stadium, they'll make it like as nice as possible. Maybe they'll set some up for like the people who had tickets that couldn't go inside the stadium because they were already over capacity. They have a giant screen or something like that. They have celebrities and stuff there. Something like, trust me, they'll get creative.
We should try. This because the Super Bowl is in our adopted hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Going out there, maybe even setting up across the street or something, taking our show, kind of on the road,
down.
so to speak.
I'm 100% down.
We're gonna do kind of a tailgating.
Listen, I got a few buddies who live walking distance from the stadium.
So
distance.
Just set up outside, try to get some people as they walk into the game or walk into tailgate and say, hey, talk to you for a couple minutes. How much were your tickets?
Come here.
How much were your tickets? What you doing?
These tickets for the low. I got these tickets. You want 2 seats? You want sideline? You want what you want? I got you. For the low, I got you. Yeah. You and your girl? That's your lady friend?
Yeah. Get some customer reactions before this.
Oh yeah. I'm curious to see who actually makes it to the Super Bowl. I mean, obviously, we want the Bucks to get there, but it ain't a perfect world, and I'm happy for whoever comes. And I think that's going to be great for the city of Tampa. You got the
especially now. Oh
yeah, it's been a lot of winning lately. I mean, unfortunately, the Rays, can pull it out, but I mean, you got the Lightning.
They got far though. Compared, they beat teams that had triple their budgets, triple their salaries, and
I hate to say this about the Rays, but they're the least favorite team in Tampa, so it's okay.
Yeah. Least favorite team in Tampa, and they went second farthest.
Now, if the Lightning lose in a Stanley Cup, then everybody's hurt. If the Bucks lose in a Super Bowl, everybody's hurt. But if the Rays lose in the World Series, it's like I only name like one person on the team.
Gary, what's his name? Gregory? Gary?
Gregory? I don't know. Just
that was it.
Two first names together.
The guy from Tampa. That was the only one I could remember.
I know the Kevin Kiermaier.
Yeah, that one. That's the only one I could remember.
Kevin,
the guy from Tampa. Yeah,
I mean, watching. I'm like, is that him? Is that him? Is that Kevin? He doing everything. First, third, and fourth base. Is a fourth base?
Because they don't always have names on the back of their jerseys anymore. So they're like, who's four?
Yeah. You can't. I don't know. Who knows? In a dugout, everybody got masks on. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be great, man. I can't wait. We got. I mean, February's around the corner. If you think about it, it's November, December. I mean,
I gotta get my taxes ready. I gotta get my housing taxes, my exemption from my homestead exemption taxes ready for.
You gotta knock that out.
Yeah, for the end of the year, I gotta go down to the tax section. So I'm not putting it off, but I've had so much going on that I just haven't made it. But I gotta make it. I gotta get down there because for as soon as the first year starts, if I don't have it in there, that means I gotta pay taxes on it. I ain't trying to do that.
We hate paying taxes. I'm just kidding. Yeah, pay all off. So. What you got?
So here's the thing. So since it is election, the day is election day. Of course, this will be posted, next week. So we'll already know who the winner is by the time this is posted. But since the day is election day, Um, kind of want to do just a small little thing about it, nothing too political or anything. Just kind of want to go into how people are feeling about this situation. And so
Okay.
let me go into it. So I've been on Twitter like crazy the last couple days or so, just because you watching the build up or whatever, you see how
Mm-hmm.
people are talking. And people love to hate.
Oh
They
yeah,
love to hate.
it's way
I'm
better to hate
telling.
than love.
Yeah, they love to hate, and the thing is they are fighting so much
Mm-hmm.
about who wins, who loses. Are we going to war? Is it going to go
Competitive.
crazy? Blah blah.
Americans are
It is.
competitive. Everything's a
It's
competition.
yeah. It's insane. It's literally if you it's an insanity thing to actually just watch Twitter. Twitter is in itself its own soap opera. I'm telling you, it really
Yeah.
is. And I just got to thinking, and I will play this clip shortly. Um, and I have to agree with a couple of people, not just John Mulaney who said it on stage, but on Saturday Night Live, but other people who said that we are literally fighting over two very old men to be our president.
Man, we looking for
And I
sugar
mean, and
daddies.
not just kind of old, not they're like you've hit that age where you're mature, and your Social Security so 65 or
Right.
so, not that age. No, we're talking almost 80 here. That's what
That's
we're
what I'm
talking.
saying.
We're
Like they
talking
oldest.
late
Like
70s. We're fighting over two very old white dudes to be president that have nothing to do. You got one who claims he's a billionaire, so he doesn't know anything about being a regular American. The other one, he's 77 years old and has been in Congress for
you
47
might not
years.
remember you American. You're like, what country is this?
Yeah, I mean,
Stand up again. Which one
I'm
are we
just
saying?
saying, I mean, both of these dudes are really freaking old. So I don't understand why people, and like I said, people love to hate, why people have started hating on John Mulaney for what he said on his Saturday Night Live monologue. Because I have to agree with him. This is stupid. We allowed the system to
It is.
literally dictate us to voting in two guys who can't relate to regular Americans at all. They're 20 years outside of the out. Our last president is 15 years younger than the youngest one of them. 15 years younger.
Yeah, it's like why you got to be so old? Like maybe that's the
Yeah.
requirement. I think
No, it's not.
there is a minimum age, but
There should be
why
a
is it not a
max
maximum
too.
age? Yeah,
Yeah, I think like 65 should be max. If you hit senior citizen age, it's like okay, you can run, but this is gonna be your last time you run. After this you can't do it no more because
like it should be a physical
you,
fitness test.
yeah,
Like you can't do 20 push-ups. Nope.
yeah, you can't. You don't know what it's gonna. You don't know what a loaf of bread costs. I mean, come on. You haven't drove yourself anywhere in 20
That was
something
like
years.
when they put Bill Gates on I think the Ellen show. I can't remember. It was a
Yes.
long time. He had to guess like the prices of just everyday stuff like bread and cereal, and like he was way off because he's so rich he never pays for that stuff. Like okay, toothpaste, I don't know, $100. Was that right? And he
Oh
was
my goodness.
like,
So
I'm
I'm
sorry,
I'm going to play John Mulaney's
my
month.
wealth showing. My bad. All right, you can play. My bad.
so
Go ahead.
no, you're good, you're good. So I'm gonna play this a short little clip of John Mulaney's monologue, right? And he is honestly stating what a lot more Americans really are stating than what Twitter and all the other crap shows. And Twitter, when I say Twitter, I mean media too, because media
Mm-hmm.
is kind of one kind of pushing this whole thing. I'm just gonna share what John Mulaney said about it, and it's fact. It's not fiction. It's fact, and he's right when it comes to this. And people should. I personally agree. People got to just stand back. And would it be an election day? I thought this would be kind of fun because right now everyone's too geared up as it is anyway.
All
So
right, let's see.
here we go.
I like John Mulaney too. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah, he.
I
Oh
watch
my
both the
goodness, yes.
stand-ups on uh I'm sure he has more of them, but on Netflix. Ooh. Can you hear it? I can't hear it.
Yep. You can hear it.
No, I can't.
You can hear it.
Uh-uh.
I mean, I know what I did. I know what I did.
Was he uh like a special guest? Or is he actually I don't know, is he like a cast member of SNL?
No, especially he was hosting again, and I
Oh,
think
okay.
honestly he's one of the best hosts that they've had.
Dude, he's funny. I love his just his style of comedy.
Yeah, I do too. Like
Very
to
like,
me,
"Eh."
Seinfeld wasn't funny because it just wasn't Seinfeld just wasn't really funny to me.
You don't like Seinfeld? I like Seinfeld.
Not his stand up. His stand up was kind of dry. Just kind of like this.
Yeah, I'd say this. I hate when like the older comedians like that were great in their prime and are now like
Hmm.
actors and do other stuff and they try to like special later on. It's not as
Yeah.
funny as these because like you just remember them in that certain like, you know,
Yep. Yeah.
light that they were back then. But
When
now
they
it's
were
just like
hitting. Yeah.
yeah, I don't hear old people jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. You got dad jokes now. Oh, but okay. So now that hopefully you can hear it now. So here we go. Here we go.
Nah, I don't hear
Can you hear
nothing.
it?
Uh-uh.
No?
You might put the subtitles on.
I might have to. Might have to. I don't know why you can't hear it now, but let's do this. I'll put the subtitles on.
God, I can hear my roommate just. So I'm gonna put this deal together for you, real nice. And he's so funny. He'll be like, listen. I always tell my clients worst case scenario, okay? Because it always gets better from there. I'm like, man, who is believing that? Nah, he's good though. He's a hell of a salesman. I think. I
Yeah.
hope. Well, he's paid the bills all the time, so I hope so. All right. Oh, okay. Now I see the subtitles. We changed the United States. God, I have to hear it. I feel like him saying
All
it
right.
sounds so much better than me saying it.
Here we go. I'll start back over then.
Damn, he did this for 9 minutes.
Say what?
He did this for 9 minutes.
Yeah, but this is just like little, not even a whole minute
Oh,
long part.
okay, one of the
Yeah.
skits.
Yeah. So here we go. Here we go. You have to read the subtitles, and to our audience, I will try and make sure he has sound. Yeah. But here
Oh,
we
you gonna
go.
read the subtitles?
No, I'm gonna let you read the subtitles.
Oh, I'm gonna
Actually,
read the subtitles. But I'm sure he sounds way better saying it than I do.
here we go. Here we go. Okay, I'll read the subtitles. I'll read the subtitles. All right, here we go.
That's like me trying to tell a
So,
Kevin Hart joke.
I'm read it. I'm read it.
Then in parentheses, it says
Okay.
laughter.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh yes, I'm supposed to make an announcement on November 3rd. It's an elderly man contest.
Oh, should I be the the stuff in parentheses? It says laughter. I don't know. Am I still laughing?
Oh, it's lagging.
You're supposed to pick your favorite of the elderly men. We might have the same elderly man, or we might have a new elderly man. Rest assured, no matter what happens, nothing much will change in the United States. The rich will continue to prosper while the poor languish. And families will be upended by mental illness and drugs, a drug addiction. Sorry, Jane Lynn. Oh God, I lost him. When she does, she'll deliver. All right, I'm gonna check. Listen, I'm gonna check it out because the subtitles are not even going fast enough. It's like reading Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech, and the girls they're bullying the girls having the sleepovers didn't even want to invite, but her mom. I can't. I can't read this. I can't read this. I can't read this.
So there we go. So to the audience, I'll let you, if you haven't seen it, I'll make sure that it's on our page here a little bit, but on our channel. So that's that was part of it. It was quite funny, but quite also,
True, probably.
True. It was very true.
Yeah,
I mean,
every 4 years it's the same thing. It's
yeah.
like unless we're going to war or something, nothing really changes.
And honestly, and I don't hate to say this because honestly, it's true. If you're a person of color who makes less than 400, actually, I'm gonna say less than $500,000 a year,
which is most of us.
Most of us, yeah, exactly. Whoever becomes president has very little to do with us because it still is always the same thing. No matter who president is, we still get treated the same way by the
you
local
can't
people.
like the president is like, you get this now. Like, no, it's
It's
It's usually
just
stuff that affect you in ways that you probably don't even care about or wouldn't even
yes,
try to
the
change.
tax code. I
Yeah.
mean,
But like everybody now is just like people just love having picking a side, having someone to
yes,
represent them. Like no matter how terrible this guy is or how terrible that guy is, they'll think of, there's always some that they'll try to defend. Like, every time I hear like one of my buddies, and I the way I can talk, you would think I had some new friends, but one of my buddies, he said today something about um I think she said Trump winning is better financially for the country. I was like,
oh
how? Like, can you explain to me how? And they just didn't know.
yeah,
Like, they just hear somebody else say something and they just say it.
and
And
they try to
even if,
regurgitate it.
yeah, they regurgitate it, and it's like, what? Like, I always ask people, like, so Trump's been president for 4 years, and I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm not even saying that I voted for or against him, but
Yeah,
he's been president the past 4 years. Before that, there was another president. Before that, there's another president, so on and so forth. So, what has changed in your life so drastically in the past 4 years that that you have to
yeah,
like, oh, that you can you can prove that, oh, we need this, we need that. Like, who, no matter who wins, let's fast forward a year from now, you're gonna be doing the same thing, you're gonna
same
be living the
exact
same
thing.
ways, you're gonna be
Yep.
affected by the same things, you're gonna care about the same stuff. Like, it's not
Police are still
really.
gonna treat you like you're black if you're
Yeah,
black.
exactly.
Black people are gonna treat you like you're white if you're white. It's
Like,
just
nothing
gonna. It's
changes
just
with a
yeah,
person. I mean, the only thing that really changes is maybe like foreign affairs. When you
yeah,
dealings with
yeah.
other countries, they may not like this or may like so and so on and so forth. But as far as here in America, I mean,
In your everyday life, it doesn't
think
really.
about
It's
it's everyone is you know even down to the county level. Like at the end of the day, like we all make like there's smaller groups that you gotta there's levels that you have to go through that actually will make change. Like if
yeah,
if President Trump says something, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to affect you. Just like with the whole COVID situation, right? It's a state by state thing. This governor
yep,
says their state is on this. Okay, well, I mean, obviously President Trump would probably have like veto power over all of that, but he's not going to exercise that unless he really would have to,
yeah.
and that's where it starts. If you want to make change, start on a local level, move up
That's
to the city level, move up to, the state level, the region, and then go from there. But
yeah.
expecting one person or a group of people to make
They
decisions
act
for
like it's a kingship.
320 million people, hell no, that shit ain't gonna
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
So
They treat it
that's
like
just
it's a
my thoughts.
kingship. Like if you vote
Yeah.
for this one guy, and
Hear
all of a sudden
ye,
you
hear
sound like a
ye.
king. Yeah,
It's
and
not.
it doesn't work that way. And I don't understand why people feed into it.
Yeah.
Of course I want you to vote. I voted. I'm not gonna say who I voted for, but I voted. It's probably pretty obvious who I voted for, but still I voted. And I encourage anyone vote. I don't care who you vote for. Just make sure that your voice is heard, because I don't want to hear you 2 months from now complaining about so and so
Yeah.
when you didn't have the audacity
Yeah,
to at
you didn't
least
vote. Yep.
take 5 minutes of your
Yep.
life to go vote. I mean,
And then
come
like,
on, why can't you complain?
and I hate when they try to pull like the race card, like, oh, what has so and so done for black people, or Joe Biden's been in office for this many ways done for black. Like, listen, we like black people don't expect some white savior to come down
No,
and just no man and just give handouts. Like, no man,
no,
it's something we have to work on ourselves.
yeah,
It's
it's
things out of our control. Yeah, certain things aren't fair and certain things have stereotypes, but that's not true. It's we all have whatever. I can go on a tangent.
no. It's true.
I can
No,
go on
we it's just one of those things that it sucks that we are treated the way we're treated, but
yeah.
we have came up knowing that we have to work harder at every single thing that we do than our counterparts. So that's just what we do. And eventually, maybe our kids or whatever, it won't be so bad. But until that
Yeah,
happens,
exactly.
you got to
Until
keep doing
real
what you do.
change. Yeah, real chance to happen. But like, like I said, it's always a self change first,
Yeah,
Even
and that's
I
why we
always
got
tell
to
people
change it. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I always tell people in the gym, people always want to ask for workout advice and stuff like that, which I always, love giving. But, number one advice I always tell people is like, look, you gotta want to change. Like, you gotta want
Yeah,
to, like, you gotta have the goal of having, maybe being 160 pounds, lean, this amount of body fat. Like, I can't just give you some, like, I mean, I can give you formulas all day, I can give you workouts all day, but you gotta want to do it yourself,
yeah.
and that's the
And
thing.
the
So that
workout's
goes,
really aren't hard to get. Once you
No.
figure out what works for you, you just have to go, okay, this works for me. Get your
Yeah.
journal. I'm big on journals. Get yourself a journal, an exercise journal, and then start
Yeah.
marking your time
Now,
off.
now try to have the same mindset, and now let's talk about like finances, right? Same type of deal. How much do I want to save? Where do I want to be? How much I want my income to be? That's a little bit more
So
complicated, I understand, but it all revolves around like knowing what you want and
yeah,
trying to plan to get it.
but sometimes you have to, when it comes to like finances, you have to do more to kind of get a control over it. Like me,
Yeah.
my finances now have quadrupled as far as once you buy a house, things are gonna go crazy as far as your finances goes.
Hmm.
So I'm actually in the search for now a bookkeeper accountant, just so my finances
Keep track.
it
You should
can
try.
be kept.
There's a couple apps that or
Oh, yeah,
programs
it's
that are
apps, yeah, but I want an actual person to sit there and
right.
go and once at the end of the month say, okay, this is what you can spend next month, this is what you can't spend, this is what you got to do. I want someone to say this is what you're at every single
Right.
month. This is where you're at. You know that way I'll know, and I have a professional who really knows and can take
Right.
care of anything that pops up. So
I want.
and it was my wife handling it, and it got to the point where it's just with so many different accounts
Uh-huh.
and everything, it's just too much. And I so I had to make a change.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So I
great,
mean,
man.
it's what you got to do. You have to make a change. You have to do something because, like I say, if you the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome.
Right.
So
It's practice. It just takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of practice and discipline. But
yeah.
hey, it doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, but before we get to what to Florida, I'm gonna go ahead and spit out this last bit of information. So my guy, as everyone knows, I'm a Clemson fan. If you don't know, I'm an orange guy, orange, purple for Clemson, orange and blue
You a color,
for,
you
for
just an
my
orange color
Broncos.
fan.
Yeah, I might as well. I might
Clemson,
as well,
I love oranges.
right?
Yellow lights
Which is
sometimes,
funny.
but
I
they look
do.
when they look orange.
I do love some
Sunsets,
oranges.
tequila sunrises.
Oh, I love tequila sunrises too. Speaking my language, But so speaking of my team, Clemson, my boy Trevor Lawrence, he is now the follow up to my dog Deshaun Watson, who's to me the new
Oh,
John Elways and then the new quarterbacks of this new time, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, all them. They're the new Jerry Rices
yeah,
and
they new
Joe
generation.
Montana's, yeah. And so Trevor Lawrence is going to be another continuation of that. Well, Trevor Lawrence decided, I guess, to go out, or maybe he didn't go out and just contracted COVID-19.
He doing everything he can not to play for the Jets.
I think so. Everyone has
Trust me, you
said that.
guys. I
My
don't want to
wife
go
has said
there.
that.
I'm
ESPN
sick.
has said that. Everybody has said
Don't want to
that.
play for you guys. Please do not sign me. Please, please. I will go to
Everybody has
XFL
said that.
before I go to y'all team.
Yeah, everybody said it. It's so funny. Everybody said that same thing. And so he got COVID-19. But make it so bad is, as you know, the Clemson plays in ACC, so
Mhm.
they dominate the ACC. Not because the ACC has bad teams, just don't have the same
No, it's good. It's got
level.
better teams.
It's just not the same level of quality,
Right.
the same level of professionalism. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
But uh, anyway, so they play in ACC. Well, because of that, they have a couple games a year where they play SEC teams or Big Ten teams or just bigger
Right.
school teams,
Non-conference games.
non-conference games. Yes, but they make sure that it's a big one, not an easy win. They make sure it's a one that's got to be a challenge. Well,
Right.
this upcoming Saturday is Notre Dame. Clemson
Wait,
versus Notre
didn't
Dame.
Clemson almost lose to Boston College on Saturday?
Yeah, Trevor was not in
Like they
that game.
literally almost lost. Like they should have lost.
30 to 28 apparently, but allegedly. Uh But yeah, it's not about always facts. This is feelings, not facts, as some other channels say. But no, it's one of those things where it's like, what do we do next week? Because if we lose that game, then we could possibly not play in the championship game, which is what they're always
Well,
trying to strive
they
to.
gotta win.
But we don't have Trevor Lawrence. We don't have Trevor Lawrence,
Listen,
and like you
listen.
said, we almost lost to Boston
That
College
team is
last
good
week.
enough to not need Trevor. Like when you rank number one, number two, and you up there, and you at the top or upper echelon of college football, um, You got to have a plan B, man. You got to have the backup quarterback. Usually, if you're a power, if you
Dan,
are a top 10 school, your backup QB should be just as good, probably, pretty close to the starting QB as far as talent wise. That's why a lot of them always transfer out and go to another. Like the whole, remember, like even
well,
the
okay,
Jalen Hurns Tua situation in Alabama, where
that's what I was
Jalen Hurns
about.
went to Oklahoma and killed it, and Tua came in Alabama and killed it. Didn't come
Okay,
in.
but that was before. Sorry to interrupt you, but that was before this last iteration where Alabama's quarterback got hurt, and Alabama had one of the worst seasons they've had in like the last 10, 15 years.
Well, that happens sometimes too. But
So I mean,
with
Nick
Clemson,
Saban's a good coach, but he's not perfect.
they probably will lose to Notre Dame, but I don't think that's going to really make a huge impact on, because like when they rank these teams, they understand, or the ranking committee or whoever does it, they understand that hey, they lost because most likely because they didn't have their starting quarterback, who's probably going to be the number one draft pick in the NFL. So
True.
it's they may drop like a couple 4 or 5 spots, but it ain't gonna be nothing like it's not gonna be an upset if they lose. It's gonna be like, well, what did you guys expect? 9 out of 10 times they beat Notre Dame with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and they would, but right now it's one of those times. But
Oh,
so
I'm a
hopefully,
Notre Dame fan. I'm not a. Did I just say that? I'm rooting for
yeah.
Notre Dame.
Michigan. All of Michigan has heard you say that, by the way. All of Michigan.
Listen, Notre Dame is one of those schools. Listen, that's not. We used to play them all the time, but
I used
it's
to like
just
Notre
like
Dame when I was younger.
they're like Notre Dame is one of those schools to where like if two people got into a fight, like they shake each other's hands and hug it out afterwards, type deal.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like when
That's
a
true.
UFC fighter gets beat up, another dude comes over and just like, "Hey man, hell of a fight, boom."
Yeah,
But
that's
Ohio
true. I
State,
give you that.
that's like one of them teams where like a deer, like we gonna like I'm trying to hunt, shoot, kill, take a picture with it to verify that I killed it, then measure the antlers to get a trophy for it. That's Ohio State.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah. That's true. I give you that. I give you that. That's USC University of South Carolina for us. So trust me, I understand. So with that being said, are you ready for what to Florida?
I'm born ready for what to Florida.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Welcome everyone to What to Florida. This is the game where I will read 3 different stories that happened in Florida. These stories will bring you to kind of our unique perspective of what goes on here in Florida. My co-hosts here will have to guess what part of Florida they happen in. I have split Florida up in 3 different parts. We have North Florida, which is Jacksonville to Orlando. Jacksonville to Pensacola. I've never made that mistake before. Jacksonville to Pensacola is North Florida. We have Ocala, Orlando, and Gainesville. I don't know why I can't talk today. Is Central Florida. Of course, we're including Central Florida too because of people. And then we have South Florida, which is everything below I-4. And I mean everything below I-4 except for, of course, Tampa. With that being said, let's play What the Florida.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. All right, first story.
First one.
Florida
man mauled by a leopard after paying $150 for full contact experience. Yeah.
What? Where's that at? The Tiger Kingdom? Is that what you call it for?
That's why I had to do it. That's why I mean, this came out of nowhere. This 100. Okay. A man is suing an exotic animal breeder after paying $150 for a full contact experience with a leopard that left him severely injured.
Maybe they kind of like
that's a face I made. That face right there
was
like
contact. Like, are you sure? You must be some type of Steve Irwin type.
Yeah,
nobody signs up for the full contact package.
Yeah, like, that's just there for fun. That's why it's written in pen. It's not there for real.
With like skull and crossbones, like don't do this package. You're professional.
As reported by the Independent, Florida resident Dwight Turner paid $150 for a full contact. I know, right? For a full contact experience with the dangerous exotic animal, which belonged to real estate investment expert and exotic animal breeder Michael Poggi. It's Poggi, so I might have said his name wrong. So I'm gonna go Poggi or Poggi.
Michael Poggi.
Local news reports that detectives from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission say that Turner's scalp was left hanging from his head and his right ear was torn in half following the incident August 31st. Yeah, he's dead.
No,
No,
he's alive.
He's live.
Oh, I thought it said. Oh yeah,
Turner 50 had paid to visit the enclosure built behind Poggi's home on East Boulevard,
this is some
where he
hillbilly
would
type stuff.
be able to interact with the see, here's the part that this is the part I was trying to get to, where he would be able to interact with the fully grown leopard, play with it, rub its belly, and take pictures. However, FCW investigators claim that after Turner entered the enclosure, he was attacked by the cat.
Yeah, rub his belly. What?
And of course,
What the hell?
he is suing.
How can you sue? You signed up for the package.
I know,
Hey, I
right?
want the what's it called?
Mr. Turner's
Meet and greet package with the leopard.
Mr. Turner's lawyer adds that due to the fact that the whole experience provided by Poggi was illegal, and contract or waiver signed prior to meeting the leopard would be void. It should say any contract waiver signed prior to the meeting. The leopard should be void. Of course, that falls on both of them because you have a reasonable expectation to be smart as well. Like if I go in here with a fully grown leopard,
Yeah, what are you
I'm
thinking? Like maybe see, that's the problem with like National Geographic and like all that stuff on Netflix and stuff with Animal Planet because people don't realize how big those animals are in real life. You know, when you
yeah,
see them in Africa and on the Sahara grazing, you're like, oh, it's so cute. Look at little zebras.
they're
Zebras like
beautiful. They're beautiful,
zebras the
but
size of a damn horse. Like that thing is
yes,
huge. The lion,
it's gonna mess you up. It will
that's why
mess you up.
that's why nobody comes back from those attacks. Really, you know,
I know, right? The ones
mauled.
that do are fucked up for life. This guy is missing
Exactly.
half his ear. Half his ear is
Yeah,
gone for the rest of his life.
they don't even know. That's why they use the word maul. They don't know how to explain what just happened. Like, yo,
Yeah.
the bear came and basically
Oh, they
mauled
can't.
the guy.
They can't
Says
say
enough.
that the bear came and fucked this guy up. They can't say
Yeah,
that in newspapers, so they have to say mauled.
mauled, meaning he didn't. He probably didn't live. Or if he did live,
Yeah.
he don't have a face.
Yeah. He's not living life. Second story. Woman robs store after being sorry to me. Florida woman robs store after being denied a refund. A 34-year-old woman is now facing multiple charges after she robbed a store that denied her a refund. The police department was alerted to a hold-up alarm that was triggered at a Spectrum store off Enterprise Road Tuesday afternoon. Officers arrived and met with employees of the store who said a woman entered the store with a long metal object, pried the registers open, and took the money before walking out of the store.
She must have worked there. That's
I know. She's like,
that's an ex-employee.
ready. She's like, I got this.
Like, listen, the regulars have the key. You have to pry it open.
According to the police report, one employee told police that a woman who was later identified as Dahiana Serete came into the store with a mail and asked for a refund for a payment that she was not credited for. But the employee denied her the refund, citing their policy. The report does not state anything more about what kind of payment or refund she may or may not have been owed.
Yeah, but why is the next step rob the place? Like
That I don't know. The report
sorry, you
didn't
don't qualify
state.
for the refund. What? Okay, I'll be back.
That's what happened.
Now you're definitely not getting a refund.
That is this next step. Here's the next step. The report then states that Serete came back again and spoke to another employee about a refund, but once again, she was not refunded. When she came back the third time, employees watched as Serete walked in with a long crowbar-looking object and began to ask where her money was.
Where my money?
It was, yeah, that's it.
Y'all
It's
got
over.
5 seconds to come
Where my
up
money?
with my money, or I swear to God, I will tear this place down inch by inch. Now I know how much is in a cash register because I used to work here. I just got fired yesterday. That's why I know I deserve a refund because I wrote the policy.
Oh my goodness. That's when Serete walked behind the counter and began to pry open the first register, which contained no money. Then she pried open the second register, took the money that was inside, and then walked out before leaving in what employees described as a blue van. Employees were also able to obtain a photo of her license plate before she left.
Wow. How long does this incident take? 60 minutes? Like, damn. Like, yeah, that's a car. That's a photo. That's picture ID. We got pictures of kids too somehow.
She didn't make it home. The van Serete left in was later found at her listed home by the sheriff's office. Air One helicopter. Law enforcement arrived at the home and subsequently arrested Sergey, who was identified by one of the employees of the store.
That's her.
She is
Get her.
currently charged with robbery with a weapon, criminal mischief, petty theft, and her bond is $11,000.
What the hell is criminal mischief?
I've always wondered that, and I took law, and I
Like,
still don't understand.
Is that
That's
like
the
when you
bad
see
part. I
somebody
took
in
law,
like
and
a
I still
trench coat? You see a trench coat with somebody with them hats. Is that criminal mischief? Like, what are you doing? Nothing. Mind your business. Yeah, we're gonna
Oh no.
charge him with criminal mischief. What he still? He didn't steal anything. Okay, who did he hurt? He didn't hurt anybody. He just looks hella suspicious. So we taking him to jail before he do something crazy.
After you figure this one out, I'm going to post his pictures. I'm going to share the screen so you can see this picture. Okay. Oh my God. Florida man, third story. Florida man wearing only underwear steals mail, attacks homeowner.
Steals what? Oh, his mail.
Florida man wearing only underwear steals mail, attacks homeowner. A Florida man faces multiple charges after authorities say he stole mail from a woman while wearing only his underwear.
I don't know. He might be an ex-boyfriend, got kicked out. She burned his clothes. And all he had was his drawers and trying to go vote, grab his mail.
Something, I mean, come on, man. Hey, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know it wasn't boxers. You know it was tidy whities. You know it was. According to the police report, the woman discovered the man wearing only a pair of underwear, taking mail out of her mailbox. When she questioned him, I'm surprised she wouldn't question him.
What are you doing?
I know, right?
He probably said, "Who still gets mail? Email account?"
Shoot, I haven't checked my mail in 2 days. I know I gotta go check it. When she questioned him, the Florida man, 64-year-old David Dunaway, began yelling and swung at her through her car window. At least she was smart enough to be in the car. And hit her with
dementia.
And hit her with the stolen mail. The woman attempted to drive a bit to put distance between herself and the Florida man. He chased after her.
He's 64.
He's 64 in his underwear.
At
this point, what you're imagining him looking like, I guarantee you that's what he looks like. I'm just saying. At this point, the woman pulled out a gun and threatened to shoot if he, that's what I'm talking about, and threatened to shoot if he came any closer, to which the Florida man fled. He was arrested and charged with burglary and assault with assault or battery, as well as resisting an officer. All right. Those are the 3 stories. You are now up.
Time. All right. First story. Oh, man. I kind of forgot what the first story was.
The man mauled by the leopard.
Oh, leopard mauler. That's some hillbilly stuff, because he said it was in somebody's backyard. Like, that was the attraction site. It was like somebody's home address. I'm going to say that's as hillbilly as, I'm going to say Central Florida, but like on the other side of the coast. Like, not over here, over there.
See, honestly, I would have said North Florida too on that one, because it is kind of hillbillyish. Mm-hmm. It happened in Davie, Florida, in Broward County. Broward County. So south.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn it. All right. That's okay.
All right. The woman who was denied her refund.
That might have happened here, because I've been to a Spectrum store before and they messed up my account before. So I'm gonna say Central Florida again.
I'm thinking that she overpaid and she had to pay her rent and couldn't, and that's why she lost it. She's like, I gotta pay my rent.
Yeah, because they can only give you like a credit. They can't give you extra money or something like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what. So on that one, happened in Volusia County, which is a part of Daytona. So I will give you that. I'll give you that Central. Yeah, I'll give you that. Barely.
It's like the Tampa. First story was going to be for some reason in Volusia County. Because I got a buddy, remember Toto? He lives in Volusia County.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't know. He makes it like it's hillbilly as hell. So that's why I thought. That's why I thought the first story was there. All right, but Central. Okay, so 1 for 1, or 1 for 2, whatever. Number 3, dude in underwear chasing.
Yeah.
Lady stealing mail.
Ladies, the guy who's stealing mail in his underwear. Probably his tidy whities.
I'm gonna say north. No, I changed it. I'm gonna say south.
It happened in Alachua County, which is Ocala, Gainesville area.
Is that here?
That is Central Florida. That is Central Florida.
I mean, you could be like,
So,
I would be like, oh Central.
well, actually, because I said I was going to share the picture of this guy because I want you to definitely
Let me
see the
see.
picture of this guy.
Show me this picture. I just thought the crazier stuff happened further south. I think
I know.
when things get hot, man, people get crazy. That's
All
why
right.
people up north are so humble. Well, except for in New York, but most of them
Yeah.
are so humble and like,
Well, I think New York is so angry because they're cold and have things
yeah,
that they want to do but can't because they're so cold.
yeah. Well, sometimes cold makes you appreciate, like, wow, I'm glad I'm alive.
Very true. Very true. So
Let's be thankful.
here's the
Let's
guy.
be thankful. Let me see this picture of this dude. Oh yeah, he for sure. That look like a
It
mummy. I feel like he
doesn't
might just
need
came.
to.
He looked like he came out of a coffin.
Uh,
Like he just
that,
time traveled into the past. Like he's from the future. He's like, oh shit. They look
how
like a homeless
close
person.
how close to what he looked like were you imagining?
I thought, I didn't think he'd look homeless. I thought he would just be like a really, I don't know, man. That dude looks like the dude from Lord of the Rings a little bit. What's his name?
Yeah, Gandalf. Yeah, he definitely looks like
I like
Gandalf.
Gandalf. Like
Oh wait, the other
my
one.
precious.
Yeah,
Schmeagol,
that one. Jingle.
Schmeagol,
Yeah,
something
he
like that. Yeah,
does.
looks like a
Definitely does.
human Schmeagol version, like today. Like if Schmeagol was alive today, that's what that looked like. Or the
he has
Tales
a
from the Crypt dude.
he has a beard that looks like if he decided just to stop doing whatever one day and just said fuck it. That is
Yeah,
his beard.
it's
That's his
like if
beard
he
right
got
there.
arrested, like he probably told the cops, like, "Officer, I've never done anything like that in my entire life." Like that's gonna be his excuse. Like he looked
Yeah,
like that type of excuse guy. Like
yeah.
he's never done nothing wrong. So
Yeah, I mean, he even has look like, why am I here?
why
What's
am I
going
here?
on?
I pay taxes. Why am I getting arrested? I pay your bill. I
I'm
pay
white
your
and old.
salary. I pay your salary. Damn it. Somebody call my father-in-law.
Oh man.
Oh man. Damn. That was 2.5 hours.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I don't know because yeah, I
hmm.
pressed the button kind of late. Push the button. Oh man. Well, you got anything
Well,
else?
that is it for me, my man. That is it. I don't have anything else. What about you?
That is it for me, man. Big night tonight. I don't know whenever, whoever watches this, when they watch it, but tonight's
Yeah,
election night. So, it's we'll see what happens here in the next, 6 to 7 hours. If
yeah.
not,
Good luck
regardless
to all your candidates, the people you
exactly.
voted for.
Whoever wins or loses, we're still gonna be here. The weekly
Yeah.
review. Check us out next week, weekly, daily, monthly, yearly, whatever it may be.
Make sure you leave us a comment. We want to hear
Exactly.
comments, good, bad, or whatever. We want to make sure
Mm-hmm.
we hear them.
Mm-hmm. YouTube, Instagram. God, I need to make it smaller. Too many Instagram, Facebook,
So
Snapchat.
many, man. We're on
Oh
it
my
all.
god,
We're on all.
man,
You want us on
sick.
Spotify? We're on Spotify. You want us on Apple
Oh
Podcasts?
yeah, Spotify. Definitely check out
We're on
Spotify.
Apple Podcasts.
Yep.
You want to find us? You will find us. The weekly review with Sean and Serak. That is us. I am Sean Aquina Torres.
And it's your boy Serak the Mike. Doses.
Thank you for listening.
Boom. Damn, yeah, that was 240.
I got 251,
228.
but I started.
I